Leslie here. Let's talk this week about healthy separation. Now, we often hear in conscious parenting about connect, 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 which is very vital. As we all know, connection is really critical for the child as well as the parent. And we spend a lot of time actually connecting. And yet, if we spend a little bit too much time, if we really believe that separation is unhealthy, we may have a tendency to engulf our child with our need for connection or trying to offer that connection. Now, I had this experience with my daughter. I was so ready to become a mom. I didn't become a mom till I was 44. And I had so much love. And I was starving in a way for connection. As I like to say, when my daughter and I met each other, it was like two desperate beings meeting each other, desperate for this love. Now, that was really great for the first few months and even for the year because I was actually able to meet all her needs on demand. I had read all about attachment parenting, and it felt so incredibly good to her and me. And then we had a certain point where I was actually what I call engulfing all of my needs were projected onto her. So I was attending to all her needs on demand and yet forgot that I had needs and that I needed to attend to my needs also on demand. So what this created in our home was a lot of rage on my daughter's side because she was basically saying, get out of my lane, get out of my space, get back over in your lane so that I can find myself, I can have my own experience. Now, when this happened, it was so incredibly painful because I was doing everything I thought I should do. I mean, I was reading every book I could read. I was determined to be a conscious parent. I had done therapy, I'd done spiritual work. I mean, I was working it because I really consciously chose to become a mom. I adopted my daughter as a single mom on my own. So I was determined. I needed to feel like a success in this job. And yet my daughter kept pushing me away. Now, what happened was I took it personally, and you may too. My daughter kept closing the door, and every time I would try to come in, because I was coming in so engulfing, I would take over everything that she did. She would say she wanted to learn embroidery, and the next thing you know, we would be at the fabric store, and I would be helping her find the colors and the things, and she would just go like, "Never mind." Because no matter what she was interested in, I took it over. And so when she kept pushing back, I experienced such deep feelings of rejection and abandonment and turned inside on side of myself that it was so painful because I felt so vulnerable and I didn't know how to get that connection or keep that connection. And I learned at that point about healthy separation and how vital and important that was for me and my daughter. That it was actually healthy to have times of separation so that we could both get in our own lanes and drive side by side. But not me getting in her car and driving her car everywhere and protecting her, not giving her an opportunity to find out who she was, to find out how she drove, and to take her life in her hands. Now, if you're experiencing this, and I often find parents experience this when they come to me and they say they have a highly aggressive child or an angry child, if I dig a little bit deeper, often I will find that there is an engulfing parent, a parent that's overprotective, a parent that's always monitoring everything the child does. And if you can imagine someone being in your space all the time, telling you what to do, when to do, how to do it, just think about it for a moment. Wouldn't you want to push them away? Wouldn't you get angry? Because anger is one of the best ways to try to push somebody away from your vulnerability. So if you are experiencing this and you're listening, take a little bit of healthy separation space and ask yourself, What needs inside of you are you not attending to? Are you in your lane? Can you come back over into your lane? Make sure you're attending to your being, your needs. All that you are giving to your child is beautiful, and yet, can you include yourself in that picture? So give it a shot. Love to hear from you. Told you last week about my tea times. I have free tea times. Love for you to come. If you need a little bit more support around what I actually mean about healthy separation and how you create that, come and join me. Sign up for my safe seat at purejoyparenting.com. Then you'll get notices about the tea times and you can sign up. Every other week I do them free. Love to meet you. Love to hear how your journey in parenting is going, your connection, and your healthy separation. Thank you for listening to this episode of Parenting Paused. If you enjoyed the episode, do me a favor and share it with your mama friends. You can also leave a review wherever you listen, which will support getting the Pure Joy message out. Come on over to the Pure Joy Parenting Practice Facebook page or join me on Instagram to hear more. And don't forget to download your free copy of the Safe Seat course on the Pure Joy website. And while there, check out the offerings page to go deeper in the Pure Joy work.